Hello, everybody. How you doing on this lovely Tuesday? The first Tuesday of October. I believe it's also leading up towards Halloween, the gala, and all this crazy stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, crazy things. It's all the beautiful, crazy part of the mental health part of life, because that's what this episode is about, mental health. Though it's about mental health, before we initially start that off, do you care about your self-care? Yes. Now that the best part is taken care of, about what we care about and why all of this is even for you to even care, or at least to start to care. We have a quote today for the sake of mental health. Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. By Naomi, I don't want to butcher that last name. Chapins. I think it's French. Well, oh, okay. Well, we represent. Yeah, New York, we just a couple steps away. I wouldn't advise walking. Boy, that was a walk. But I back in the day they did it. Hey, I know some people that walked from Raleigh, South Carolina, and walked up to New York. Called himself Bumpy Johnson, King of New York. You know what I'm saying? He walked. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying you have to do the things that these people did. But if you are on a journey in life that is for the sake of your mental health, for your peace, for you making a change and elevating for you, take that step. Don't be afraid to walk the distance. It's for you. Obviously, at some point of the destination, you're going to get there. So I'm going to open up with our first question, then answer after our audience, because we're going to have a collectively interactive episode today. For those out there, for the beautiful people with the quote in mind, I'm going to read the quote again before I actually read the question, because I would like for it to stick, so this way it marinates into your questions. Your answering towards the questions. So the quote again: mental health is a destination, but a process. Is not a destination, excuse me. But a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. And for the first question, how have you managed stress this past month?
The way I manage stress, the way I manage stress is been off lately. The way I try to manage it is I take long walks. I'd say I go past Garrett Mountain, I pass the falls. I'll even go the distance. But that Saturday, when that situation happened, I lost control. I drank, I smoked, I took Xanax, and I just walked. Just to clear my mind. And what happened was, I just felt like jumping off a bridge, bro. I felt like it. Reason why is because my family is tough to deal with. Asking about my finances, asking about everything. Like, yeah, in the past I did dick them over, but that was the past. I'm a new person, and you're not even giving me a shot to tell you where the hell my money's going. You're not giving me this, you're not giving me that, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do what's right. I don't want you to be judgmental to people. I don't want you to judge my fiance. I don't want you to even judge the way I do my thing. Right. It just kills me how my family judge. And you know what I told my uncle? I told my uncle, before he said, I love you, I said, go fuck yourself, and I left.
Excuse me. Okay. I'm glad you're here. You didn't do that. That's good. Put the initial in the front.
But thank you for sharing. I apologize for the turmoil, but it is a part of life, you know. And let's just take, for those that are the viewers, take his situation as a informative situation for you and your family, because not everybody in your family are people that are there rooting in your corner. They're in your corner, but they might not be rooting for the betterment of you. But we're gonna go to the next person.
I want to say one thing. From props, even though he relapsed and did what he did,
Yes.
he made it back to the building. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts that went through his mind, he didn't do, but he did make that step and come back into the building and share his story. And I give you props, because you could have stayed out there and continued doing it.
Plan for his life.
She's right. Anyone else? How have you managed stress this past month?
I'm gonna say
I have not. The past week for sure, I have not. Elaborate? Oh, me? No, I have not. I didn't match my stress.
okay.
I went into the city, I had a lot of work, and I just kind of like came back home and I took a walk, I did, different things, and just kind of get it back together now, so. Just one step at a time, at least.
Would get on my phone and go to the casino.
You sure that's a stress reliever or a stress builder? Wait a minute.
Until you start losing.
Wait a minute. They just gave me $200. They said.
It's my stress to be right here, you know. It could be right here, and then I'll be like, yeah.
So what about the losing stress? You be like, oh
Baby, look, it could be some losing, but I ain't gonna sit here and give it all back to you.
Okay,
But
so
that
part.
part, give it back, or back to you.
So see, audience, there's bad management and good management, but all at the end of the day, as long as you're showing to yourself, to thyself be true, that you are seeking to manage it. I'm gonna say this, as I said to my niece, because she was also having stressful moments in school with kids picking on her, because now she's the tallest kid in her class, and she's very mouthy. but she likes to have fun when she does it. So she makes friends with a lot of people, and now all the boys, and now that they're growing, it's that time of the year, seasons are changing, so kids are growing and maturing. So the boys don't want to hang out with her no more because they're like, you're a girl. She's like, but she was a tomboy. She did everything the boys did: tackle, play football, headlocks, all of that. Flip you, put you on the ground, and then make you tap out. But she was stressing to me that about as far as just with how the other kids was treating her, and how it was starting to get to her mentally. And I said to her, baby, let me tell you something that I don't want you to get confused, but I'm gonna allow you to figure out what I'm speaking of. And if you get it right, I will continue. If you get it wrong, I'll continue, but just maybe a different way for you to understand. So I said to her, do you want the world at your feet? The world in your hands, or do you want to be at a world's feet? And she's like, are you talking about a person? I said, baby, you smart. You so smart. You so smart. She was like, I want the world in my hand. I said, okay, so you do know what that entitles, right? She's like, no, I don't. I said, what is the one thing that you want? She said, I want to have control. I said, that's what I'm telling you. So if you want the world, which is you, your own world, because you can only control yourself, not other people. So when you have this in your hand, can't nobody tell you what's up and what's down and what's left and what's right. You know yourself. So nothing anyone say to you will ever affect you because you know this person. And this person can go anywhere that you take them. And so for the past week, she's been doing great. Just got to work on the hand part. Them hands. Got to work on them hands. But we're going to go to the second question. What small habit can improve your daily mental well-being? Oh, we got a hand already.
The small habit that will help my mental health being is basically my music, my DJ equipment, my music. Sit in my own little booth and just play around. You know, ever since I was 16 and under, I wanted to become a rapper. But as again I said, my family shot my dreams to pieces. You know, and I'm trying to make a point and prove to them I'm gonna make it regardless. You know, because yeah, you can shut me down now, but it's a 2-year college that I'm gonna go to. It's Full Sail University. It's in Florida. Okay. It's a 2-year college. After I'm done with CDE, which is Computer of Assistance, because I'm already in school, I'm going to that college, and I'm gonna become somebody, and I'm gonna make it.
Determination. We got a few other hands.
I would just like to say something just to touch base back with you. You are gonna make it, and you don't need nobody to validate who you are and whether you can make it or not. Whether it's a family member, friend, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? God put you here for a purpose, and you gotta find your own way sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Use like what you're saying is motivation too.
So, and for me, I just when I wake up in the morning, I just thank God that He give me another day to do something that I might have did the day before. You know what I'm saying? And that's to me, it's a small thing, but yet you can also look at it as a big thing because we woke up. You know what I'm saying? I did.
That's right.
Easy, repeat the question again.
What small habit can improve your daily mental well-being?
One small habit, I got a few, but I'll give you 2. I pray, you know, that helps me out. And I write and I rewrite. That helps me out too, you know, to get me through, keep my mind, you know, sane. And for Mike, I might have been the first person that saw you when you came back, you know, about the relapse thing. And, you know, like we spoke, like, and I had let you know towards the end. Step 1, you had admitted to me, you know what I'm saying, that you had messed up. I applaud you because anytime I messed up, pride got in the way in the program. See you later program, so like, she know, you know what I'm saying? So like pride got in the way. You called me, I see your name, I ain't picking up the phone. So when I saw you that day and then how you walked up to me, I wasn't thinking, you know, like a relapse, you know. We here together, tier 1, but yeah, you did something that I haven't never done. You know, I don't pick up the phone or none of that. But yeah, like I respect you for, you know, coming back. All right?
How I deal with mine is definitely no matter what, you know, like my tier 1 mommy over here said, prayer. I pray every day. I get up and I surrender my life, my will to God, and ask Him to give me the strength and the courage to do what I got to do. And no matter what I'm going through, like I don't use, because I'm in recovery and I used to use when things wasn't going, you know what I'm saying? Not today. I'm going to continue to hold on and utilize my support. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to utilize my support. Go to a meeting, talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Do what I need to do. But because I know God didn't bring me this far to leave me. Like one of my favorite scriptures is Jeremiah 29:11. God has a plan for us. You know, God has a plan for my life, and I'm going to continue to hold on and trust Him and know that no matter what, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. I got to be all right.
Just for the last person, it's something about the support system, even not just for NA or as a peer recovery, just being the person that is in that chair, knowing that you need a support system. Use it. If you never had it, use it. You never knew what to do with it. Find out what to do with it. Ask the people that are in it. Hey, look, I never had this. So what am I supposed to do with you? You know, you need it, because if you don't figure out what to do with it, you're just gonna be right back where you were when you didn't have it. So utilize your support. Next person.
I'm Bobby, and I think the first thing for me is to recognize the events that's causing the stress, because sometimes we be having stress and we don't even realize that we have stress.
That's true.
And once we develop that we know we have stress, it's about developing some type of coping mechanism. And there's a few. They talk about relaxation techniques, meditation, yoga, walking in nature. You know, they talk about the physical activities as exercises, social support. And Connie talked about the social support. And anybody can have social support. Your family can be in your social support, or your friends, your pastor, anybody that you can connect to, that you can feel safe, that you can talk to about your feelings. See, one of the things too is that if I got somebody in my support group that can't keep my secrets, it can be even more stress to me. So I have to find somebody that I have confidence in, that I know that I'm safe with, that whatever I share with them, that it'll stay between me and them. And it's so important. One of the last things that they talk about is hobbies and interests. And a lot of times, you know, we don't have interests or hobbies to do things. Your man was talking about he had the DJ equipment. That's a great hobby, you know. But a lot of people don't have hobbies. And we need to develop something that we like to do for us, you know. If you like me, I'm a people pleaser caretaker. I'm always thinking about trying to please somebody else. But sometimes we gotta please ourselves too, you know, because they said if the most important person is not sitting in your seat, there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
That's true. And I want to say something, Bobby. Like what you just said. It's not that it brought any confliction. It brought a realization as well. It may not be that some people don't have a hobby. Some people don't know what their hobby is, because it's like having a niche. If you don't know what your niche is, you're not gonna be able to fulfill it. And it's odd, but a couple of days ago I was playing Call of Duty Mobile, and you can talk to the people if you're playing the game. So I put it on speaker because I want to win. I'm tired of losing. So I ended up talking to this guy on the team, because I was like, come on, y'all got to pay attention. And so he responded back. I said, nah, man, you doing good. I ain't talking about you, talking about everybody else on the team. We ended up making friends like 20 games straight after that, just winning back to back, because we knew what we was doing, communicating, right? So when it got further down the line and we sent each other friend requests, and out of nowhere, I was multitasking because I was doing work at the same time. I was putting together a flyer in the middle of while the loading was going on. I'm doing this, and we're talking to each other. He's like, what's that in the background? Because I had a YouTube video of the Black Car Guru guy, this guy that talks about cars for everybody. So he heard that. He's like, you watching a video about cars and you playing the game? How can you be focused and play the game? I said, look, man, I multitask. I like building cars. Like Mike said, he do music, I do music. I told this man all these things that I did, and he said, look, bro, I'm 48 years old, and I can't even see how you wrap your mind around all of that. I got a 19-year-old. Look, if you watching this, bro, I got a 19-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 10-year-old. I can't even focus on none of that. I wish I had a hobby. Some people don't even see how blessed you are to be able to do some of the things that you are able to do versus the things that society or what you thought you would need in your life. And even though he said all of that, and I told him how old I was, and I told him more about myself, I said this to him before we logged off and still ended up playing the game with each other 2 days ago. Bruh, if I could find the time, 10 minutes out of my time to focus on the things that I like, I'm pretty sure you can too, because aren't you playing this game with me? And I don't know if he has, but we have to be the inspiring ones to others, regardless to what we may or may not have or what we may or may not know. If I know that what you said inspired me to react, to say, to do, or think something, that means that it needs to be said. It needs to be heard. It's not for me, it's for them. Because it happened vice versa. When you needed to know something, you didn't know who you needed to necessarily turn to at that present moment of time, because you probably was in your moment of stress. You was in that rut. You was in the funk. You didn't smell it, but somebody said, hey, and put your head in that, oh, that stink. Yes. I didn't know this was here. Did you know this was here? Did you know? Did you know? No, right? but at some point, it came to realization. Nah, I you know what? Let me change the topic now. I was just saying in reference of the what I was saying. So
someone wanted to say something. I want to say something real quick. Whenever Bobby was saying something about secrets, when you tell people the secret, I say once you tell somebody your secret, it's not a secret anymore.
That's right. That's true.
But if you tell somebody something in confidentiality, then it's, I think it hurts more than your secret would. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just want to elaborate on that a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
Somebody over there look like they got something to say. They rubbing they no hair chin pretty hard over there. I mean, I know you want to do one of these. Look. Let me start. Well, we're gonna go to the last and final question. How do you know when to ask for support? That was a gunshot handshake.
Man, you know how I do. Anyway, when I know how to ask for support, I either cry for help, I'll go around, sit at a park by myself and try to meditate to see if someone can help. Or I just find people that I have things in common with. Because if you don't find people you have things in common with, then it's your loss. And it's not even a game, you know? So that's how I find my support.
Anyone else?
I don't know how to. So it's just me and my God, and just don't know how to find your support system, how to ask for help. So sometimes your support, you have to it's there and you have to create it. Sometimes we don't know how to ask for help. Like, who's around you is who taught you how to be who you are. So I don't know how to ask for help. Like, I don't know how to ask for my support system. But I'm working on it.
That's the start.
Right, yes.
All the way in the corner.
Yeah, you repeat the question?
You want me to shout it because you are way.
Right.
How do you know when to ask for support?
When to ask or how to ask?
When to ask.
Well, for me personally, I'm speaking for myself. It just become unmanageable for like me. Like when the problem is out of my control and I can't do nothing to, you know, change it or shape it or anything like that, that's when I feel like, okay, let's add some outside sources to help me on this problem, because obviously what I'm doing is not working, and if you keep trying the same thing that's not working, that's insanity. So,
Come on.
you know, that's when it's unmanageable, basically, is when I ask for help.
Folks, you heard it from lived experience, and that's really the best experience, the best expertise you can ever receive in life. And there's nothing wrong with taking a moment and just listening, because when you listen, boy, do things change. When you assess things and open your mouth towards that change, because only you can bring it.
Do you care about yourself, kid?